didn't.
People don't come for the production quality. They come for the content. That's it.
Hello and welcome to Rosberry Crafts, my YouTube channel where I share all my crafty adventures. Today is December 22nd, 2024, and this is episode 120, which means my lovely husband is joining me today.
Oh man, that was hard. Whew.
I said that I had to do the first sentence of intro, so then he had to be quiet.
Send help. Seriously, I'll do that. Anyhow, what's up, guys? Hey, Mike, I am the DH.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's true.
me.
It's true. I'd like to say thank you to all my returning viewers, and I hope you have a lovely holiday season. Well, I hope everybody has a lovely holiday season if you celebrate solstice or Christmas or anything else. And
That was very inclusive of you. Good job.
I know, thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome to any new viewers. Welcome to our crafty corner of the internet.
Hey, if you don't like that I'm in it, I'm not in a lot of them. So if you're new, you can just go ahead and skip forward or back. And excellent.
Yeah. About we're trying a thing where every 10th episode he joins me, and it's super fun.
Yeah. I'm thankful for that.
Yeah.
Any airtime she gives me, I'm very thankful for. Anyhow, what do we got today, Roz?
Well, first we do our introduction of who we are. My name is Roz, and we live in Lake Country, British Columbia, Canada. This is my husband, and we have two kids who are 14 and 13.
Yeah.
Anything else to add?
I'm Mike. I am her husband. We live in Lake Country, British Columbia, with our two kids, 14 and 13, and this is my wife.
Yes. I think we covered it.
Did I do that right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just reading off there's someone behind the camera holding up cards for me. So it's good.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I
am being treated well. Please send money. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Today we have What Are We Wearing? Finished objects, works in progress, events, and books.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it.
All right. Well, let's start with What Are We Wearing?
Well, I am wearing this beautiful tube. Mm-hmm. It's a technical term.
Yeah.
Is neck sock, I believe, is what they call it in
maybe.
Hungary. But I'm wearing this. I just hit the mic. Oh man, I'm such an amateur. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyhow, I'm wearing this beautiful Ravenclaw neck sock. It's incredibly warm and comfortable. And my lovely wife, because it was a little bit loose, took two sections out to bring it down to an appropriate size.
He likes it nice and close to his neck.
Yeah.
Keeps you extra warm.
I'm a performer, and so I need to keep my instrument well insulated. So it's lovely, yeah. And that's the only hand knit thing I am currently wearing. Although it's cold up here, I could use my wristers, but they're downstairs. What are you gonna do?
I'm wearing hand knit socks, but I'm not going to show them. But I am going to show another pair of socks in a few minutes.
And she's also wearing a machine knit sweater, but she feels guilty whenever she wears anything machine knit.
It's true, I do.
Yeah.
I do feel the guilt.
Yeah, it's like we're cheating on the whole community when we wear something machine knit. But you know what? It's comfortable, so what are you going to do?
Yeah. And we'll move on to finished objects. We'll take a tea break.
Tea break. Cool, guys. So we'll talk a little bit about our finished objects. Today, I finished with a lot of help clearing out the utility room, taking a bunch of stuff out that our kids don't fit anymore, and listing it on Facebook Marketplace. Well, I didn't do that part. You did that part.
I did do that part.
That was our finished.
You did all the disgusting parts of picking up the buckets that had spider webs on them.
I don't like spiders. I'm just not a big arachnophile.
Nope.
Yeah. But that was my finished objects. Roz?
I have a pair of socks.
Oh, look at them. Do you want me to hold this one?
Sure, you can hold one. Do you know anything about these socks?
Yep, these are the Hermione's Everyday Socks. They have a really nice bumpy bit on the top. That's called bumping in technical.
It's a pattern.
Yep, and it's a pattern. And then if you notice at the back here, there's a bit of a curve. That's for your heel.
That's true.
Because a foot is shaped in this. Do you want me to get, so you can, I don't know if it'll zoom in. No, because your face is still there. Is that working? Yeah, look at how pretty they are. Gorgeous. All right.
Yeah. Did you cheat and look at the notes?
No, I didn't. But this is Hermione's Everyday Sock by Erica Luder.
Luder, yeah.
Yep. And of course, as is almost all of our yarn, this is one of Fireweed Fiber Co.'s beautiful hand, really nice smell to them as well.
Yeah.
Well, for now, this is the Sweet Pea Sock in tea time.
I've been working on these for a long time, and now they are finished, and I can wear them.
Yeah.
And they are very comfortable because of the pattern on them gives them a little bit of extra stretch to them.
A little bit of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I finally finished these.
Cool.
And yeah, I'm very happy with them. They fit my feet very well. I also used an OMG heel, which is a pattern from Megan Williams, which I didn't write in the notes. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Megan. Yeah, and OMG, are these
OMG.
Cute?
Yes, OMG,
yeah,
they are
cute. Very nice. And you know what?
They're
they actually, nice little
Oh
pinky.
yeah, pink and pink.
Pinky perky there.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Awesome. So that's it for finished objects. We'll move on to works in progress.
Let's whip it up. Excellent. So what do you got going right now, Ross?
Well, I don't know what I want to start with. I guess I should start with the
So many things, guys.
list. I'll start with this gigantic bucket. Whoop.
Right. Yeah.
This is a previous year's advent calendar that I'm making into a blanket.
A blanket.
It's not going to show very well because I've got it on
Want
cords.
to grab a corner here?
Sure, but don't stretch too hard because I don't want those stitches to pop off.
Yes, ma'am.
So yeah, it's looking great. Yeah, we can
Put it back? Put it
Yeah,
back.
we
We're
can
putting
put
it
it
back,
back
yeah.
now. I'll talk about it. So this is the Zigzag Zen blanket by Anina Uti, and it's a modular blanket where you just kind of knit alternating pieces, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger until you are said size, and
Yeah.
then I think I'm going to put a border on it. Because the edge is nice because you do a slip stitch on the edge, but it is a little like uneven. So I think I'm going to put a border on it.
In case you were wondering, it's not granny squares.
No, it's,
And do not dare say that it is.
it's true. Well, granny squares is a crochet thing,
I learned so much.
and this is a knitted thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. Or
Oh.
or like we'll crochet. Yeah.
Yeah, crochet is with the hook.
Or you can do in quilting kind of as well if you do, but that's a different type of
That's
granny
a
square.
whole other thing.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm using a Polka Dot Creek advent calendar that I got in previous years, and this is all I have half a Ziploc left now, so doing pretty good.
We are trying to get through some yards
I am.
before
I
the
really, really am.
end of the year because we have a net zero goal.
Goal.
She has a net zero goal
No, I don't.
for the year to make sure that she knits everything that comes in. Not the specific yarn, but obviously
Yeah.
the
I don't. My yarn stash is big enough. I don't need to make it bigger.
Yeah, so we have 250,000 kilometers
No.
of yarn in the house, and so we need to stay at that level. So we bring 100,000 in, 100,000 needs to get knit.
You're
It's all-
exaggerating a
no,
lot.
It's all science. It's just science.
It's just science.
I'm the math. I'm an accounting professor. I know math.
I know you
guys,
know
so-
math, but
and she's got a spreadsheet.
I do have a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And I will be doing a stash review video either between Christmas and New Year's or in the New Year sometime.
Awesome.
When I have time. I like to do a toss of the stash, take everything out, make sure it's all good, and
You know what we should
update my spreadsheet.
We should lay you down on the floor of the office and then
Yeah.
cover you in the stash and have you raw come out of it. And so that'd be great.
That would be fun.
Stay tuned, guys. We'll see if
Stash
that
monster.
happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want more of this amazing content that doesn't include me, please make sure to like, subscribe, tell your friends. This channel pays for everything you see here, so it's.
It does not.
No, we don't monetize.
We both have full-time jobs.
Yeah. But we still like it if you like and subscribe.
Absolutely.
We do this for you.
The gray that I'm using in this blanket is a Knit Picks Stroll in the ash colorway. I just thought it was a nice gray to
It
even
is,
out
it is.
even out some of the bright colors that are in the blanket.
And what are we going to do with the blanket when it's done?
I'm going to use it.
For
Sitting and watching TV.
warmth. Blankets are used for warmth.
Oh, I totally missed the ball on that one.
No, I'm learning too. Yeah,
Okay.
good, excellent, cool.
I don't think I made any progress on
Can't call
this
this
one.
a work in progress. That's just a bunch of balls of yarn in a basket.
What is this?
It's a bit of progress.
I can't remember if I had shown this last podcast or not, so I'm going to show it now.
Good.
This is a colorwork hat that I'm doing. This is the Bee Eater hat by Carolina Adamczyk.
Adamczyk.
Yeah, Adamczyk.
Adamczyk?
There's no H in it.
CZYK, I believe, is Chuck. Anyone from Manitoba, you want to hit us back? Let us know how to pronounce ADAMCZYK.
Oh, it'll be up on the screen.
On the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, maybe it is Chuck. Maybe I don't know. And I'm using some Fangirl Fibers DK, the Merino DK, for this. I think what's got me hung up is that I don't know if I want to just continue with the gray as the background and go with these. I have
kind of maroony reds.
Yeah, and then I've got this darker one that's kind of maroony.
It looks black probably in camera, but it's like a really dark purpley maroon.
Yeah, if I want to just stick with the gray as the background and alternate these, or if I want to do a stripe with the gray and the maroon, and then these two as the different stripes.
Yeah.
So you know what? I think I'm just gonna have to do it and see if I like it, and then I can always rip back and redo it.
At this point, it's an inch of knitting and a sack of balls.
It does look like a sack of balls.
Just a bunch of balls in that sack, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
but
good stuff.
Yeah.
Also, Fangirl Fibers. This is the first time I've heard this name.
Oh.
Top 10 out of 10 name, no notes. So that's a good name.
And that set I got is a 50-gram set. So there's 6 colors, and it's called Rebellions Are Built on Hope, which is a Star Wars reference.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so she has lots of different areas of popular media in her, but of course she uses clever phrases because you can't say that it's Star Wars. That's copyrighted.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
And then the last project I have is another hat. And I've actually made a lot of progress on this hat. And I definitely didn't have this one last week. The pattern that I'm using is called Mary Berry, and it's by Vera Valimaki. And this is some Alan.com Sakatumi shades in violet. And you can see on the camera it's showing up really well with the different kind of gradients.
Interesting.
But in real life it's much more like subtle. Yeah.
It's neat that on the camera you can really see the striping, hey?
Yeah, so it's a very basic hat pattern, and this is a light fingering weight yarn, and I have a gigantic ball of it. So, and I have a bunch of colors of this. So I think this is going to be, I'm quite liking the gauge that I'm getting for this, and it'll be a very nice light hat to wear. So I think I'm just going to make hats out of, because I have the green one, the blue one, and a gray one,
all
or
from
brown.
Alan.
Oh, yeah, this is really old stash. Alan.com is not around anymore. They were a yarn company out of Vancouver. And I used to buy a lot of stuff from them. So I have, I have 3 other colors, a brown, green, and blue. Did I say that already?
Yep.
And so that just might be what I make out of all of them, because why not?
Hats.
Yeah, and they're easy to give away to people.
Totally.
If I don't want to wear them myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take our stuff. Cool.
That is it for works in progress. Do you have any works in progress?
I don't think, I mean, outside of just the general house, I'm looking at our dining room table currently has a pile of board
all
games
of our
on
board
it.
games? Yeah.
Yeah, we're using this time to reorganize. It's like spring cleaning, but it's cold outside, so might as well do it now.
Might as well do stuff inside.
Yeah, no, that's it. I don't have anything crafty on the go right now. No crafty adventures. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. What do we have next, Roz?
Next up is events.
Ooh. Uh-oh. There. Whew. Oh, the screensaver came on. I was worried that we were done, Zell Washington. But we're back. And we're back, guys. So what do we got coming up for events, Roslyn?
I'm still drinking my tea.
We have the DCS Pigskin Party. This has been ongoing starting September 5th, and it goes to February the 10th because we don't knit on Valentine's Day. And so you need to end...
the NFL football season.
Oh, football! That pigskin party. Totally didn't get that. Yeah, cool beans. Cool beans.
I'm participating in that, and you can find all the details if you're interested in that down below. Is linked to the Down Solo Studio website, and yeah.
Where? I don't. Oh, like down there.
Yeah.
On the internet, not actually.
Not currently on our floor.
All I can see is my feet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, let's move on to books.
Is that a good pause?
Yes.
I did some eyebrow pumps. Pump. All right.
Okay.
Would you like to start books, or shall I?
Sure. I have been reading the Twisted Tales series, which is a Disney adaptations of fairy tales that they've told either mostly in movie form that they're redoing as if something in the storyline didn't happen or happened in a different way. And I just couldn't get through the next one. I think I read too many of them in a row. And I'm not usually the type of person who will stop a series in the middle. If I start a series, I gotta finish it.
Not a giver-upper.
That one is on pause at the moment. I don't know. I might go back to it. I might not. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean,
and some of the stories are like movies that I never watched, like the Hercules one. The kids were never into. So having the alternate version of it, I don't know what the real story is, right? And it kind of picks up at a certain area, and I'm like, but I don't know the rest of it. So maybe I'll just go through and pick a few more that I want to watch. Also, or listen to. The Alice in Wonderland was really long, and I got very confused. It was very like all over the place. So
I asked how the series was going, and she just threw her book down and said, "We were on a break." And so it's good to know that.
It's good to know where you stand. Yeah.
Just a little pause.
Yeah.
Just a little pause.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm not breaking up yet.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, it's like when someone says it's not you, it's me. It's 100% you. Like so you guys know, our next segment's going to be called Relationship Advice with Professor Mike. Well, kids. Cool.
I did finish 2 books, though.
Of course you did.
Games Untold, which is another book in the Inheritance Games series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes.
Cool.
And I listened to that on audiobook. It was good. It was kind of I want to say like a side quest of the original story. Okay. So it does have the main character in it. But it's more about her relationship with one of the characters and stuff. So it was interesting, but it was very focused on just the 2 of them. Whereas I found like the main part of the series had a lot more characters in it, and I enjoyed that more.
Cool.
Yeah. And then The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen.
Right.
I know. So I've started that series, and I am fully hooked, and I have the next one.
Book 2 that you're on now?
The Traitor Queen is book 2.
Yeah.
So I am hooked. I love it. It's it has a lot of the same kind of things that I read. It's a fantasy adventure. There's some romance in it. It's about a woman being badass and also discovering herself and all that kind of stuff. So.
Just a little bit of romance. I've been told very clearly, despite the fact that every time I walk by her reading one of these books, some of the words on the page, we're in polite company, guys, so I'm not going to say them, but she's always like, well, it's just this page that you happen to be walking by.
Well, maybe you should start reading some of my books.
You know what? Look, I promised I would read the Akatar series, and I have not.
No, but you are in another series at the moment.
I am in the middle of a series right now. Is that can I segue?
Yeah,
is that cool?
Cool.
So I'm currently. I don't know if we have any other Sanderson fans on the call, but I am introducing myself to the Cosmere through the Mistborn series. It's Brandon Sanderson. First book's Mistborn, and I'm currently in the Well of Ascension. So I'm enjoying it. I like his magical systems really cool. They're called allomancers because they use metals ingest metals, and different metals do different things, and you have to burn the metals inside your body. It's really cool.
Oh.
It's an interesting, it's an interesting way that he's built this sort of magical system that's built around around metal. And then there's also ferrochemists that use metals and stuff like that. So very interesting. You know, kind of hero's journey stuff. Unlikely hero, and you know, she feels she has no power, and then she finds her power, and then she's got to decide what she's going to do with it, and that kind of thing.
Cool.
I'm kind of right in the middle. I'm towards the end of the second book. So if we're talking about Act 1, 2, and 3 of a movie or of a traditional book, a lot of writers write these things like one volume, and then they get broken up into 3 chunks.
Well,
but it's been really interesting.
That's a pretty thick book. I couldn't imagine
they are
all
thick,
3 of them were just one book. Like,
yeah, it's about 23 or 2,400 pages across 3. They're big. Brandon Sanderson writes books that you could fight off a home invader with. And so after this, I'm going to dip. I'm thinking probably into Way of Kings, but I have a request from those of you that have read In the Cosmere and are fans of the Sanderson books, if any of you have. After I've done this trilogy, I'd kind of like to stick in the Mistborn realm and move on. There's 4 books after. I think it's 1,000 years later. Or should I move over to Way of Kings and go through that that series?
And that's in another...
No, it's still Cosmere.
Oh, I see.
But it's different.
Different characters, different
yeah,
timeline.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
So if you've read that the groupings, if you're a Sanderson fan,
what
please,
are your suggestions? Yeah.
in the comments, should I continue on through finish out the Mistborn, or move over to Way of Kings and go through that series? So that'll be pretty cool. And then I honestly, I've really been focusing on that. I do need to get into the ACOTAR stuff. I know Roz can read 3 books at once. I can't do that. I'm just not built that way. I also read a lot of nonfiction for work, so I get stuck reading a lot of textbooks and things like that. So not as much for fun. Do you want to, while we're in books, do you want to talk about your Goodreads recap, or do you want to brag a little bit?
Sure. Yeah. I can't even remember. Did I save that picture?
I remember how many books it was.
I know. I think I posted it on Instagram. There we go. So my Goodreads recap for the year is that I've read, at the time I had read 77 books.
It's a lot.
But I don't know that I've got 3 books on the go right now, an audio, a Kobo, and a physical book. I don't know if I'll finish any of them by the end of the year, but so it'll be close to 77.
Yep.
The total pages read is 29,517. And
it's a lot.
I'm apparently in the top 10% of readers on Goodreads.
That makes sense though, right? Like 77 books is essentially a book and a half a week. That's a lot.
But I mean, in all fairness, I listen to a lot of audiobooks and I count those as books read.
Yeah, and they do. We are not amongst the audiobooks aren't really, no, books are books.
Books are books.
Yeah. And you also listen at like 5 times when you're listening to an audiobook. So it's not like, I don't even know, but she manages to understand them. So.
You know what? I do and I don't. It depends on the narrator. And it depends on if I've read the book before, then I will listen to it faster.
Sure.
Because I don't need to pick up every word.
Because you know what's happening.
I know the general gist of it, and I'm listening to it as an enjoyment thing, not as a I need to know all the details thing.
Cool.
So.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and if you want to leave any book recommendations or anything in the comments, we'd love them. Our TBRs are, I mean, mine's massive. Probably 3 years. Your TBR, even if she's got 77 books under TBR, she's getting through them next year, right? So.
Well, yeah. The problem is that I read a new author and then I want to read all the books by that author.
Yep.
And I haven't jumped into the Sanderson series yet, so I'm.
Well, it's so big that once you're in, that's my thing. I'm looking and I'm like, I could just not read anything else for the next 5 years, which I'm not going to do because I have so many things.
Well,
right?
And we like to read
and so many things
a variety of things
coming out
too. Sometimes when you read, especially large books in one world, you're just like, sometimes you need a palate cleanser of something else.
Absolutely,
before
yeah.
you move back into it.
Yeah.
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 So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was great.
Good. Well, I think we'll call that an episode. Thank you for joining me today.
Oh, you were very welcome. Thank you for tolerating me today. I mean, that was for you too, but for everyone else as well.
Awesome. Well, I hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Oh, okay, 1, 2, 3. You didn't hang up. You didn't hang up. See you guys. Be good out there. What are we going to do with me? I know. Oh, when I hit the mic again, I am a mess. Absolute mess. Unacceptable. All right. Let's move on to books.
Oh, you're so much taller than me.
Should I take my shirt off? Wait, what? What? Okay. Hi, everyone.
Do you have a Russian accent now?
No, it's not Russian.
Are you sure?
I just was brushing my teeth. So I don't, oh God, don't breathe on me. One of us brushed our teeth, kids.